Up next, my 5 favorite designer fragrances right now. Stay tuned. Welcome back everybody to Joel the Nose, and today doing a quick little video on my 5 favorite designer fragrances right now. I say right now because for any of us who collect fragrances, that list is always changing depending on your moods, depending on the season, depending on just what you like, what you smell. So these lists, when I do my 5 favorite, it's always kind of like it's a snapshot in time, right? Your 5 fragrances that you like now are probably totally different than say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, obviously. So, all right, let's get right into this. And I'm gonna say this is in no particular order, so it's not 5 to 1. These are all just kind of 5 designer fragrances. And as you know, I typically review and wear only niche fragrances, so this is a little bit different video for me. But let's get right into this. I'm gonna say number 5, after I just said I'm not doing numbers, but it's easier to count down. This is, of course, a classic from Chanel, and that is, can you see it there? Platinum Egoiste. And this is the, I always forget, yeah, the EDT version. I've had the EDP, but this is the EDT version, Platinum Egoiste. I've had this fragrance for over 10 years. I've gone through love and hate relationships with it. I bought it, I really liked it. Then for years I didn't wear it. And now, just in the last month or so, I've started wearing it a lot again. I just love the fresh, clean, classic Chanel DNA of Platinum Egoiste. It is a classic. And so as far as designer fragrances go, it's kind of dirty, as you can see. Let me clean that up for you a little bit there so it doesn't look so bad. It's still not so great, but there you go. So Platinum Egoiste. All right, coming in, let's do number 4. I've talked about this one a lot for those of you who watch my channel, and it will probably always be in my list. This is Brooks Brothers New York. To me, this is the quintessential barbershop fougere. It so reminds me of New York, Wall Street, wearing a jacket or a suit, clean, elegant, pressed clothes, sharp-looking shoes, alpha male. It just does it. And it reminds me of my dad growing up because he wore fragrances very similar to that. So that would be my number 4 choice as far as designer fragrances go right now. Number 3, and boy, I want to make sure that, again, sometimes I put my glasses on because I always pronounce this one wrong. This is Velvet Desert Oud, of course from Dolce & Gabbana, and it's not focusing, there we go. Velvet Desert Oud, sometimes I move the words around in this. Had this one for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. Actually a little over, yeah, year and a half. And it's just woodsy, it's got vetiver, it's sweet, it's just so unique. And probably of all the designer fragrances I own, I would say this has probably been my favorite of the last year and a half. And it's still in my rotation, heavy rotation. It's a fragrance that comes across very dry, very aromatic. That's why you get that kind of Velvet Desert Oud. But that oud is in there, just gives it a richness, a deepness, a darkness. And this is part of their private collection. So this is not a Dolce & Gabbana you could find at a department store, like Dolce & Gabbana The One or anything like that. This you have to get either, I guess, online or at one of their boutiques. They have a number of boutiques here in Miami, actually, well, specifically at Bell Harbor, which is where I got this one. All right, coming in number 3, this is probably a little bit, again, under the radar. There you have it. Okay, so this is from All Saints, which is the British retail fashion house. This is called Sunset Riot. There's another fragrance I really like called Leather Skies, but I think I like Sunset Riot. At least right now, I'm wearing it more than Leather Skies because this one, if you like, Baccarat Rouge, to me, this is very much I don't want to call it a clone, but it's very similar to Baccarat Rouge. But you can get a 100 milliliter bottle for like 70 bucks. I think cheaper online. You can see cheaper even. They have discounts and sales you can get it from. But it's a really good fragrance, and I just can't get it to focus. There we go. Really like this one. This is kind of one of the small sample sizes. that I've had. I bought like a sample pack of their fragrance. You can also buy like a 4-pack of sample, which is good. You can test all of them. So if you haven't tried All Saints, again, it's a fashion house from England. It's kind of like, you know, leather jackets and leather clothes, but they came out with about 4 or 5 fragrances. I think 4 fragrances about, I don't know, in the last 2 to 3 years. And it's the first time they've ever gotten into it, but lovely fragrances. Some of them were done by Rodrigo Flores Rue, who's one of my favorite perfumers. So, you know, they didn't skimp. They got quality, and the fragrances came out very good. So Sunset Riot, again, kind of has that, you know, Baccarat Rouge-esque quality. And then this one may be, I think, a little bit shocker also for people. I'm going to go with H24 from Hermes. Again, picked this one up when it came out, you know, a few months ago, beginning of the year. And I got to say, I wear it a lot. It's in my heavy rotation. It's an everyday fragrance when I'm just going to jump out of the house and I want to kind of freshen myself up. I put it on. I put it on before I go to the gym. I put it on maybe before I go to the grocery store. It's just a great wearable green fragrance. If you like fresh green fragrances, it's an eau de toilette, so it's not going to last you very long, which is good though. For an everyday fragrance, you just want to kind of spray on and off. You know, I get maybe about 4 hours of wearing on it, but that's fine because I know what I'm getting, and it's not something I expect more than. So if I just want to freshen up, I want to smell good, I want to smell fresh, and it's kind of got that green soapy element to it, H24 is a good choice. I know not everybody loves it, and it's not, I don't think, been a big hit for them, but I like it, and right, that's all that matters is what you like. I like it. Hopefully you guys like some of these, or if not, let me know some of the 5 designer fragrances you guys are wearing right now. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks guys for watching. This is Joel the Nose. Of course, I'll be back soon with another video, and peace and love.